Hello, friends. This is Robert West. Welcome to the show. In this episode, we're going to discuss the visible health problems of Donald Trump and try to determine how serious it is. Before we start, just want to thank all the new viewers to the YouTube channel. Really appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Doesn't cost anything. Gets the information out there, and hopefully people at least have an understanding of what's really going on right now. Okay. A few housekeeping notes first. One, I am not a medical doctor. I never played a medical doctor on TV. I don't pretend to be a medical doctor. I'm just like everybody else. I read information, I see things, I hear things, and then I make a determination based on the information that I have. With that being said, there seems like there's three serious health issues that Donald Trump has. The first is the cognitive issues. You see him in interviews, he mixes up words, he messes up names. This is some form of dementia. What kind of dementia is it? I don't know. Do I know 100%? No, but I know what I'm observing. If you ask me, do I have a copy of his medical records? No, I do not. But we do know that his previous doctor out in the civilian world, Dr. Borenstein, his office was raided and Donald Trump's medical records were stolen from it. Of course, now Dr. Borenstein is dead. Coincidence? Who knows? So he's not able to shed any light on anything. But that's one issue, is his ability to speak, his use of words. Second, his motor function. I don't know if you've seen it, but there's video of him trying to walk a straight line. If we didn't know Trump was a non-drinker, we would think that he was under the influence of alcohol or drugs because he couldn't walk a straight line. So that's another problem. Third, as you see in the thumbnail, look at his hands, the bruising, the makeup covering it. Most experts, and I'm talking about medical doctors, believe he's getting IVs. This is to help with a possible variety of things, but it could have something to do with kidney disease, dialysis, something like that. And finally, we look at the swollen ankles. I am familiar with this somewhat because I had a parent who had the same issue and was diagnosed with, congestive heart failure. So when you take all of them together, there's no doubt by observation that Donald Trump's body is breaking down severely. Why is it breaking down severely? I'm sure his diet has a lot to do with it. It does not look like he takes good care of himself. He's obese. He's got to be at least 100 pounds overweight, if not more. He does get exercise, but frankly, golf is not much of an exercise unless you're on the greens all day playing 18 holes times 6 or 7 times, and you're not riding around in a cart, you're actually walking the course, which rarely people do these days. There's not a whole lot of exercise. How serious is it? That I don't know. I don't have, again, nobody has medical records to verify this, but from the looks, it looks pretty serious. Let's put it this way. If one morning Donald Trump didn't wake up, in the next week to 3 weeks to 10 weeks to 12 weeks, I would not be shocked in any bit. Not shocked one bit. All these attacks on his body have to be taken in effect. Plus, I mean, the man doesn't sleep. That causes all kinds of disease. This man is full of inflammation, which we know drives many diseases. He doesn't sleep. That can cause an issue and relate to diseases. So if you take the totality of the picture, all the different things that I brought up, and maybe even some more that I didn't, Donald Trump looks like a very sick man. Is he a walking dead man? As a layperson, I'd say, yeah, he don't look so good. Now, he does have excellent medical care available to him. So that will help the situation, obviously. But modern medicine can only do so much. And as human beings, you got to do something to help modern medicine. And that means take care of yourself. A diet of McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, and all these fast foods, French fries, you're consuming vegetable seed oils constantly. McDonald's French fries, for those of you who are not aware, are fried in 4 different types of seed oils, not just 1, but 4 types. So it looks like it. Would it be the best thing for the country if he no longer was president? Absolutely. Obviously, he's doing so many things that it's just hard to keep track. It's very hard to keep track, but he's causing lots and lots of damage to this republic, to the point where at some point it may not be able to come back. I don't know where that point is, but he's really pushing the envelope. And so if something happens to him, I'm sure some people will be sad. I would not be one of those people. He's caused a lot of damage. His behavior is abhorrent. He violates the law and the Constitution every single day, and he doesn't care. He thinks he can do anything he wants, and as he said, he is a dictator. And he's not helping anybody with the situation. People in cities, Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, they do not want the National Guard or the military on their streets. Chicago doesn't want it. Any of New York City doesn't want it. We don't want it. We don't need it. We don't need you doing that and then taking away all the funding for police, community policing, programs to reduce the possibility of crime. Because that's what he's done. He's not just throwing these people on the street. He's taking away money for the resources to try to combat crime. He's making up fake emergencies every single day. So do I think this guy's got long for this world? No, I do not. Am I a medical doctor? No, not an expert. I don't see any of his lab work, and even if I did, I'd have to look up to identify what it means. But from observation alone, his body is under attack. He is very inflamed. This is not acute inflammation. This is chronic inflammation. With chronic inflammation comes chronic diseases. So, taking into account his age, his memory, his movements, the hands, the ankles. He's got serious problems. It wouldn't surprise me. Will the next president be any better? J.D. Vance? I don't know. Hard to say. I can tell you this, if he keeps the same knuckleheads in place that are in Trump's cabinet, it isn't going to be any better because every one of those people are totally unqualified for the jobs they're in. Every one of them. All right, friends, that's it for this one. Feel free to comment, like, share. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. As we learn more, I will report more. But again, just to make it clear, these are my own observations based on what I'm seeing, what I've read, what I've heard. It's not based on going to medical school and becoming a medical doctor or a doctor of osteopathy or anything else. So with that said, friends, again, please subscribe. We'd be happy to have you. We will see you in the next video.